Right, welcome back. Last time we conquered these three provinces off of the Karamanids, and started a war against Durazzo and Naples, and, well, this tiny little Montenegro. Oh, they're occupying Montenegro's modern borders, so close enough, and the Roman papacy. I have actually built up my navy, though, in preparation for this. I've got 8 galleys now. I can take on just about anyone, but possibly Genoa, and definitely not Venice. I cannot take on Venice. Stuff's going on in the rest of the world, but it's probably not too important. Oh, and I also remembered trade favors for trust. So I've been doing that too, in order to get Bulgaria's trust up to make them more loyal. And, in other words, reliable. Work on the capital's continuing, and we should get an actual capital at some point soon, so that's nice. But in order to be certain, we just have to wait and see. Alright, keep it light. I am conquering. Okay, I've got way more ships than they do. They do have an admiral, but he has no fire or shock tips. So the maneuver just gives him extra engagement width, which is actually kind of useless. Because I have more ships than they do, and all of my ships can enter combat, so. As long as nothing silly happens, it's a battle that I'm going to easily win. With minimal damage on my end. Except for maybe some transports getting hit pretty hard. Oh, and if you hear any rumbling in the background, construction work. Yeah. Heavy construction work, so. So there might be a bit of a underlying droning going on. Apologies if you can hear that. If you can't, well, that's nice. Because I can certainly hear it. Ah, the Hussites have arrived. Interesting. Right, I wonder how much it would take to grab this. That has to be the bare minimum. I would prefer more though. I'm not sure if I should fully annex them though. I don't think I want to grab Serbian provinces just yet. It would cause issues. End the war here if I really wanted to. Apparently it's not marginally bad, but yeah. don't have permanent claims on anything else, so yeah, let's just stick with Albania. And let's just get as much gas as I can. Right, that should be good. Quick and easy war. Expand the theme system. Core all these provinces. Let me get my diplo points, my admin points back. I should complete the mission first so that the Albania area gets minus 25% core cost. That'll save me some points, probably. Right, I need a new rival. They're all kind of bad for different reasons. Everyone's got a weaker navy than I do. I've got an impressively large navy. Muscovy, I actually don't have competing interests with, so it would be nice to have them as an ally at some point. They're too far away to interact with at the moment. They just simply are. Regency, yeah. Milan's awful strong. France is way worse. Castile is really far away, but they're also reasonably strong. Hungary is actually around my strength level, but they're right there, and I don't need to antagonize them unless necessary. I'd rather avoid antagonizing them if I can manage that. So for now, my preference is to just leave them be. Yeah, let's go with Castile. What's their opinion? Enemy of enemy. Enemy of enemy. Probably because I rifled England, right? Yeah. On the other hand, do I think I can actually fight off Hungary if I need to? Possibly. It would be a close match, though. Absolutely be a close match. Moldova is a vassal state. Okay, yeah, that makes it. I've got fewer troops than they do, but my quality is higher due to better technology and ridiculously good generals. Seriously, I got lucky with those. Sadly, those cores, yep, are about gone. 1406. We have until 1406, and those cores are gone. Got 2 years. Poland's not busy with anything. They might have been, but it was just a minor war. The real interesting thing is how many subjects they have. Mazovia's got good tech. Oh, and they're allied with Genoa. He was busy, but yeah. If I do that, it's gonna have to be soon. No doubt about it. Send you back there. Let's stick with the easiest choice, Milan. They already dislike me, and I have little reason to appease them. Since they're not that close. They're not so far away to make it meaningless. can I afford that? Let's say we needed 616 points. The cost is going to drop by 50%, which is 200, so 416 points. I obtain 7 points per month. I consume 15 points a year. So I obtain about 70 points a year. 70 times 5 is 350. Nope, I don't have enough points. Even if it were the start of 1405. Okay, probably should take the core of Varna. None of these have garrisons, so Varna is the obvious choice simply because it's close. Yeah, they have a lot more troops than we do. Because they're also allied with Genoa. I could probably take on Genoa's fleet. I probably should check the ledger before I make any claims. Okay, Genoa. 2 light ships, 4 galleys, 9 transport. Okay, yeah, I can definitely take them on. Probably should bring my warcog over to here, though, just in case. Doesn't really matter, though. Especially since Bulgarian troops are marching in here, too. They know what's up. That might be enough. Yes, yes it is. Excellent, because I was actually getting pretty close to losing the capital siege. I don't want the war to go on longer than it needs to, because the longer it goes, the less likely Poland will be able to provide. Will get to be distracted. Grab a bit of extra cash. Hand over those provinces to Bulgaria. They're Bulgaria's core, so there shouldn't be that much of an issue. With that. Let's move ships back into port. Have them repair, and yeah. Good little war. Good little war. Sure, why not? Let's stop here. Yeah, went ahead and annexed Albania, plus Napoli's provinces in Greece. And also went to war with Wallachia. Picked a really good time, because the Teutonic Order was dealing with the Prussian Confederation. Which Poland, by event, ended up joining into, so the Polish armies were busy. They did send their subjects down here, though, and, well, Czechoslovakia has actually a larger an army equal to size to Bulgaria. Thankfully, I'm not going to need to go up north anytime soon, though I am going to have to go up against Genoa at some point again. And, well, France! Although France is dealing with a lot of war exhaustion because of a recent war. It's going to take a lot more for France to not fight me. Could improve relations, that might make it easier. Oh well. Trust is going up with Bulgaria. They're at 6% liberty desire, which is great. Although some of that is due to my fleet, which is large. It's large. Though it still can't face up against Venice, which is what I'm going to wait for, at least before going up against the nice Hospitaller and Venice, the most serene republic. Especially since that has a lot of trade leagues. Enough to make that a little bit questionable whether or not I should actually go to war in the first place with them. The Karamanids are busy. Were busy. Kind of still are because they've got separatists to deal with. They're going up against Kartvelia and Trapezunt. Oh, and the Ottomans ended up allying Yohia-Luz, and they're no longer allied with the Karamanids. The Karamanids are actually... they're allied with Servan. just weaker than the Ottomans, but that also means that the Ottomans are going to be a pain because they allied Yochialus. They allied the big, massive horde over here with 28k troops. Well, at least that means that they're no longer quite as scary as the Mamluks are. Not quite. The Mamluks are utterly terrifying. Yeah. Still, it does mean that the Karamanids are much, much easier to face up against. Should I do so, which I will soon enough. I mean, I'm gonna have to take the Anatolian frontier for myself, after all. And go forward into Kilikia. Some of that terrain isn't a good idea to try to grab. Yeah, some of this terrain just isn't a good idea to grab. Simply put. Right, I also went ahead and grabbed and upgraded to legal wilderness, so rapidly going up with that, which is excellent. I've shifted my focus to Diplo points because further reforms are either going to be made easier or require trade ideas. So I'm definitely going to grab that next. Absolutely going to need that, yeah. In fact, I'm not going to grab Diplotech for a while in order to save up the points, because I believe I need to complete the ideas in order to get that as the modifier. Plus, I need for burger power to increase to 25% if I wish to bypass that. So I'm going to need to increase the power again. Just not fun. Okay, yeah, noble loyalty should still be high. Oh, and I also completed not just the Annex Albania mission, but also the Stabilize the Empire mission. So I finally have a normal succession type that isn't debilitating, to put it best. So my legitimacy should remain ridiculously high, although the rule of competency does not seem to have disappeared. I'm not sure if that's normal or not. It's been a while since I played a... Yeah. Okay, so we are the dominant Anatolian power. And of course, there's only a couple a few independent Beyliks left, sort of. If you count the Ottomans and the Karamanids as Beyliks. The Knights Hospitaller don't count, they're not a Beylik, they're a holy order that happens to be occupying the territory of a Beylik. And they've been sitting here with, 6.4k separatists sitting on their capital for ages. It is their capital? Yes, it is. They don't have enough troops to actually siege that down. Which is kind of silly. Yeah, if I want to go war with Karamanids, good time would be soon. Of course, the biggest difficulty is quantity of troops, to a degree. But we definitely have more. It's just that the last time I fought them, it was not easy. Lots of problems, but at least I should be able to take enough provinces easily in order to get Turkmenler culture. Definitely gotta look into fabricating claims though in certain areas. There's also Seljuk culture. What exactly it is variable. Yeah, there's no more Romai culture left over down there. Used to be, but I guess it just got disappeared by a Turkish culture conversion. Great. Yeah, making progress towards obtaining commercialization, or at least being able to have commercialization spread to me. I'll start inventing it once I get it and burger power gets high enough. Though improving conditions for the burgers should make it easier for them to get a lot of power. They don't have enough power in Constantinople to do it, though. I'm going to need to constantly improve their autonomy for that. But since autonomy is no longer nearly as important as it used to be, yeah, it should be fine. I have plenty of money, so I've invested into infrastructure here, and I probably should start investing into harbor infrastructure and other locations that are important. Stuff like cities. This province could probably use more room for residents, for example. I am, however, waiting on capital infrastructure here. Once that's done, I can go ahead and definitely start working on other things. Specifically government reforms. It's an important next step. And once I do that, I can start actively increasing the state reach in not just this province, but other provinces, and work on reducing provincial corruption. So it's 50% here, and I guarantee that a good portion of that is... Most of it is laws, actually. Most of it. Bad witches are also kind of a thing, but that can be handled. Really, it's a combination of civil examinations, institutional oversight, and means of recruitment. Whole bunch of bad things. Oh, and there's also the negative side effect of something else here. We've reached tech level 21. As soon as someone starts to bring artillery to here, it's a minus 500% fort defense modifier. It's not displayed right now because it only appears when I'm at war, but still, something to notify. Something to note, actually. It does mean that I have the Crutch Bulgaria basically done, it's just that subject or the subject doesn't count from here. Yeah. So I would have to wait for Vidin to be annexed by Bulgaria, annex Bulgaria directly, either one of those, in order to complete the mission, but all it does is give me better core creation costs and open up the Antillian Foothold mission, which I already have the permanent claims for. All I need to do is get Apulia from Napoli. Yeah. In fact, one of the countries they're allied to is Padua, which was a big deal in the last campaign, but right now they're just a small country, which is good for me. Most countries are small countries right now. Poland is scary strong, though. As are Yukio Lus and the Mamluks, though the Mamluks start strong. That's just how they are. Right. In a couple years, I'll just grab the Trade Ideas group and get started on those. Once they're done, I should be able to get to easier burger reforms in order to get commercialization pushed through. I might start looking into reducing the power of the nobles. Might. Probably not, honestly. Gotta work on reducing their autonomy and whatnot, and their strength. But that's a long-term goal. Especially since there's only so much I can do. Still, more wars. Gotta reconquer the old territory. Bring back the Roman Empire and all that. Especially since I am not particularly restricted by aggressive expansion. You would think it's in the diplomatic map mode. It's under political, isn't it? No? Oh, yeah, Parliament seats map mode. Scorched Earth modifier? Huh. Raised. Piracy. Huh. Interesting. Maybe I just missed it. Oh, it's a coalition map mode, right. Yeah, because I tend to go with cores and permanent claims with my expansion. I really don't have many issues there. I don't need a spy work here anymore. Right, okay. Oh, and I rivaled Castile because... No, I rivaled Milan because why not? No reason not to, really. Alright, that should be just about everything. Navy's doing good, yep, I've already mentioned that. The army I haven't touched. Outside of drilling, I guess, and fighting with it. Cores are going through. And once the... oh, I don't have enough culture slots in order to do that. Right. Oh well. Once I have that, I'll take Albanian culture as a promoted culture. I am having issues with stability, but I believe that's mostly due to recent reforms. See what the modifier actually is now that it's had time to adjust. Yeah, I might be able to get 1 stability. Up until the modifier expires, which we'll have to wait until 1415! Woo! But at least I managed to get Bulgaria's cores back before they expired. Anyway, I have definitely gone on long enough. I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye. Yeah, Anatolia is the easiest direction to expand to. Great. It's Hungary! Of course I might be able to defeat them, but not easily. Not easily.